What is up YouTube, it's me Joshy Benj, and today I have the LEGO Star Wars set 75118 Captain Phasma buildable figure. So this costs £20 in the UK, $25 in the US I believe. It has quite a few new pieces in it, it's quite an interesting build. Uh, so yeah, and it looks like a really good set, though it is a little pricey, I have to say, but I didn't have to pay for it. My mum bought it for me as a end of exam treat. So yeah, let's do the speed build and then review the set. Right, so as you can see, I have built Captain Phasma, and I hope you guys enjoyed the speed build. I enjoyed building it. Captain Phasma is a really cool figure, I have to say. Um, it is 20 quid, which is pricey. I have no idea what the piece count is, but it is a cool figure with some really unique printed and new moulded pieces. So, let's start by having a look at the figure as a whole. So I'll just point out some new things. So we've got a new head mold there with some new new printed molded torso. I think. I don't know. Maybe that's the same one as Commander Cody. Uh, these are the same ones we got for Commander Cody. I think they're. Also, the shoulder pads are the same ones we got for Commander Cody. I've not actually got the minifigure. I mean the figure, the buildable figure. Sorry. But yeah, and also the blaster. That was like, wow! I was so surprised when Lego released this new blaster. I think it's amazing. So the new piece is newly molded for this set, and yeah. So let's start by having a look at her legs. So as you can see, these are some really well blended in. They will kind of feel like it would have. This piece was unnecessary because it's like too large a gap, maybe. But also, I love the fact that they've really covered it up on the back. That they haven't covered that up much, but the cape really does all that for them. So then we've got so they used rather large plates because they're really long legs, especially in proportion to the arms, which are really small. So really, that's it for the legs. Let's just go upwards. So this is a huge buildable figure. So let's just move the cape out of the way. So on this side there is, if you can see, there's no plate there, but if I just bend it down, there's actually a plate on the back of here, but not on here. So I'll get into that later, but here is the arm. So I really like the way they've done that on that, and I really think it's just worked really well as a figure, and the whole silver, they've really worked it in a lot, though maybe they could have done something different on the hands, maybe like printed the silver here and then done black all over, because I'm pretty sure that's how all stormtroopers are, where it's like, you know what, I don't even know. Then here is the blaster. So we'll get a look at that later because that is really very cool. So let's look at the torso. So the torso really doesn't have lots of printing to it, but it does have the right amount. But in this light, I don't think you can see very much. But I love the whole, like, just the design of the torso piece, the mold, everything. It is truly an excellent piece, and it really works well. Right, so here's the back of Captain Phasma with the cape on. So it uses one of these, not even pins, they're kind of like the proton torpedoes that you get in the older version of the X-Wing. So it is a nice cape, and under here is a torso. So if I just remove the pin, you can see the plate there, and I think it's really cool where they've done that. But anyway, so then there's the back of the helmet, if you can see. So let's just face the helmet down so you can actually see a bit better. You know what, let's just lift it up. So this is, I really like the battle scarring on the helmet. I'm not really sure whether I remember Captain Phasma having the battle scarring on a helmet, but if Lego want to put that in and make it that better detailed, I'm not going to complain at all, because the figure truly does look really, really nice. Just like everything about it. And I love the fact that like they've imprinted it, so this is like a whole separate piece going over it, and it is really indented, the whole thing, so that is really nice. There we go. So yeah, now let's go on to the blaster. So this is a really nice one. So Captain Phasma, I think, is the only one with the extended barrel. So there's the scope, which you can actually see through, which is really cool. And then it has an extra spring-loaded shooter on the side, and actually it has spring-loaded shooter in here. So that's spring-loaded shooter and a grip there. So what you do is simply just pull the trigger, and it fires pretty far. And I've actually lost that. Hang on, no, here it is. So it is really cool, and they've really just, I was so surprised to see they actually had functional blasters to these figures, which is really an outstanding thing Lego has done here. Oops, Captain Phasma fired it this time. And I really like the figure overall. So it is a little pricey, but it's still a great figure. Really good build, really nice design. It just is a good set. Right, so thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and check out my other videos, and see you next time.